crazy.
Welcome to the Shield Football Podcast. I'm your host, Fredo. With me today, we got the whole crew in the building. We got the boy, Jerron, DC, and Steven in the back running things like always. Gentlemen, 3 more days to the draft, man. It's here. This is the week right here. Jay, what are your thoughts overall, man, for this week coming up, man?
I'm finally ready for it to get here and be over with. I'm ready for the disappointment of a player I want going to a hated rivalry, ready to get that out of the way, and maybe a surprise or two. I think it's going to be fireworks. There's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of left field, out of pocket picks. So I can't wait to see that.
Okay. All right, DC, man, what's up, man? So how do you feel about this upcoming week with the draft, my boy?
I can't wait, Fredo. Like you say, I think it's going to be a lot of movement early on in this draft. You just want to see which team is going to be willing to move up, because I know there's several teams that want to move back. I just can't wait to see who wants to move up, and I think it's going to take 1 or 2 players to get drafted, and that's just going to trigger a whole domino effect.
Okay, all right, man. Well, before we do all that, we have some news that we're going to talk about. And also in today's episode, we're going to have the final mock draft for this season, and also just to remind everybody that on Thursday we'll be doing a live stream of the draft here in the studio. So please join us. I want to say the draft starts at 7:00.
7:00.
7:00. But we be on air about 6:45. A little preview, our prediction of that moment, right? So 6:45, we'll be back. We back on Thursday. But please join us, man. I appreciate that, and tell a friend to tell a friend about that.
For sure.
All right. So, Jay, we had some signings, some trades, some controversy with some coaches. But let's talk about it, man. Which one you want to talk about first, Jay?
Shoot, we'll start off with the most important news. The Dallas Cowboys have signed. No, I'm just playing. We'll talk about that Brandon Aubrey thing later. But the most surprising move of the week was the Cincinnati Bengals trading for Dexter Lawrence. And in compensation, straight up trade, you get Dexter Lawrence. I give you the 10th overall pick in this year's draft.
Yep.
This close to the draft is kind of crazy to me. If I was a Bengals fan, I would be kind of mad. I know I got a good player, but damn, like
A 30-year-old player.
Yeah, you just took out all the hope for the draft for me. I've been looking at all these people all year now. They're all gone, but we do get Dexter Lawrence. So Dexter Lawrence, he's getting a 1-year contract extension along with that for $28 million. So, Fredo, starting with you, how do you feel? Good move or bad move for both teams? If you're looking at it from the Giants' perspective, how do you feel?
So the Giants just stole that pick from the Bengals. All right, they went there, they fleeced them out of that pick. And if the Bengals wanted to do this, they should have just kept Henderson. You had him in the house already. You should have gave him a 1 or 2 year deal. You should have kept him, and you would have still kept the I think almost the exact same amount of player, and you would have kept your 10th pick overall this year. So the Bengals got robbed on this one, man. But then again, the Bengals going to do what the Bengals going to do.
Yeah,
that's what I think. DC.
Yeah, I'm like what you, Fredo. You should have kept Trey Henderson, and then you could have stayed at 10, and possibly maybe somebody like Ruben Baines fall to you. You got that guy in the middle. For you to go out there and just give up that pick, like Jay say, this time close to the draft, it didn't really make much sense. But we talked about them last week needing defensive help.
Yeah.
But we also said they were too cheap to do something like this.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I guess they want to come out here and make a big splash to, impress Joe Burrow. They got to win as many games they can because they pretty much irrelevant, man, because if either Joe Burrow hurt or something else is going on with them. So, but like you said, I think they kind of stole this from the Bengals. The Giants did, man.
Yeah, so what I will say is the 10th over when Dexter Lawrence is at his best, the 10th overall pick is not going to be as good as him. And this immediately.
Yeah.
So this is like you said, DC, this is hey, Joe Burrow, please don't leave us.
Mm-hmm.
We are actually trying to fix this defense.
Yeah.
They made some decent moves in free agency. Mm-hmm. Of course, they let Henderson go, but that's fine. I think Henderson got paid more than Dexter Lawrence in this contract extension, and the Bengals are cheap. Yeah. So they made a move and they signed a player for less than what they would have had to pay Trey Henderson. So I'm sure in their mind everything's about money. We're not going to have to pay Dexter Lawrence $40 million a year. So that's pretty much what solidified the move for them. But it's from the Giants' perspective, man, you got a 10th overall pick for a player you weren't going to re-sign. Mm-hmm. You got a 10th overall pick for a disgruntled player who was in the building. You got a 10th overall pick for a player who didn't play that as well as he's done previously last year. So they're pretty much saying, hey, like, he hit the peak of his career, and it's all the way down, and we just got a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
So it's the Giants are making too many good moves. Mm-hmm. I'm not liking it as a Cowboys fan. This is gonna be even more stressful. I got all these gray hairs already. Them having so much power on draft night is gonna tick me off.
Yep.
But yeah, that's a really good move from their perspective. But yeah, damn Bengals, man.
So with this move right here, this got the Giants can have any player in the draft they want. Outside of Mendoza because they got a quarterback already. They have the power. If they want Arvell Reese, all they have to do is call a Jets and say, we give you both of these. And they can be in the number 2 spot. Any player that they want, they can have now with the ammunition they got. Yep. But I'm sure they'll probably stand back and they'll probably end up with 2 Ohio State players, maybe Styles and Caleb Downs or something like that, So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with those picks. John Harbaugh, first year in New York, and he's already making noise. They say he hadn't had a top 10 pick but once. Being in Baltimore, they always picking 24, 25 or something like that. So, and now he got 2 this year. Mm-hmm. So I'm really cannot wait to see what happens because I think it depends on what Arizona do. That's going to set off some stuff. Yeah. When the time between the Titans and the Cardinals, depends on what they do, that's gonna trigger a lot of stuff in this draft.
And that's the fascinating part because, like a player like David Bailey. Mm-hmm. Could go from pick 2 to pick 7 or 8 just because, hey, this Jeremiah Love cat is here now. Now the Giants are like, oh, we don't have to take a defensive player. We don't have to take Sonny Styles or Caleb Downs. We can take Francis Mauigoa or we can take whoever we want. Like you said, we can get anybody we want.
Best available.
Yeah, that's pretty much available. And they can move around. Hell, they can drop from 5 to 9, pick up more capital, and they can get 2 players back to back. They may get a receiver, offensive lineman, or a secondary player. They can do whatever they want now. Yeah. And it's like now if you're a rival of theirs, you just got to pray that they F it up.
Right.
And they've got so much draft capital. So now there are 6 teams with multiple first round picks. Yeah. You got the Jets with pick 2 and pick 16. The Giants with pick 5 and pick 10. You've got the Browns with pick 6 and pick 24. You got the Chiefs with pick 9 and 29. You got the Dolphins with 11 and 30, and you got the Cowboys with 12 and 20. It kind of tells you that a lot of teams don't love this draft.
Right.
But if you hit it out of the park, then hey, the sky's the limit.
That's right.
Yep. All right. On to the next thing.
Yes, sir. The next thing. So rumor has it, Adam Schefter came out with a tweet yesterday that said the Eagles remain open to trading A.J. Brown. The Patriots remain highly interested in acquiring the star receiver, and conversations are expected to resume shortly on or before June 1st, like per league sources. So A.J. Brown to the Patriots is pretty much afterthought now. I mean, it's pretty much solidified.
Yeah.
It's like the worst kept secret.
Yeah.
Now, instead of doing it out in the draft like you predicted, they're gonna wait and do it on June 1st. So shoot. I just want to know what the compensation is gonna be, because if the Patriots are giving up a first in next year's draft, that's too much. But we'll see.
Okay.
But I do think that's what they're going to give up. I think that's what it's going to cost them a first in next year's draft. And then their mindset may be like, well, we're going to be picking 27, 28, 29th. We're going shooting for the Super Bowl again. So that pick ain't going to be, like you said a while ago, that player won't be as good as A.J. Brown.
Right.
But it's one of the worst kept secrets now.
Yes.
You know, for him to go there, I'm thinking it's going to work out. Drake may get some more help, and Romeo Dobbs on the other side. So I'm sure that the wide receiver room for the Patriots is pretty full. So I would expect them to start cutting some of those guys. I'm trying to trade them, something like that.
They say Kashawn Boutte. He's on the trading block.
Oh yeah, that makes sense because the room is going to be loaded. But like I said, I can't wait to see what it is. But I just don't see Howard Roseman less than a first. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jay, anything else?
Let me see what else. So there's more trade candidates to watch for. Names like Anthony Richardson.
I heard that he requested that.
He's on the block. Titans quarterback Will Levis. Spencer Rattler for the Saints. And they also said, watch out for Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts could be moved also. So, and that could happen shortly after the draft or the day of the draft. So there's a lot of names. Brandon Ayuk also. Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yes, Thibodeau.
And Kenny Moore from the Colts, the cornerback. But he already came out and said that he pretty much wanted to be moved. But those are some interesting names. Any names stick out to you that could be moved? And Anthony Richardson, Will Levis.
Anthony Richardson is the one that sticks out to me. And I'm like, who's going to be willing to take a flyer on it? And it's got to be the right situation. It can't just be any team that say, I want to fix this guy. It's got to be somebody who can work with quarterbacks. And what the conversation going to be, I can't see no more than the fifth round. Because I ain't seen enough. You know, I didn't see enough in college, maybe 13, 14 games, period.
Right.
And then in the NFL, I still ain't see enough. And what I did see was definitely Jekyll and Hyde. It was up and down, a lot of downs. So I can't wait to see who takes a chance on that.
Okay.
Kyle Pitts was interesting to see. He's very talented. He didn't become what we thought he could become, but maybe that's just Atlanta holding him back. Maybe he goes to, I can see him going to like Washington to the Commanders, and then he kind of blowing up with their offense. Yeah. So Kyle Pitts, I think he should be a hot commodity. Again, I don't know what the compensation would be. Maybe a third or fourth to get Kyle Pitts, but that it was interesting to see that his name was amongst the trade candidates.
And Pitts is still in that rookie contract, right?
Did
Did he franchise tag or he got a new deal?
Okay.
I can't remember.
I can't remember. Did he get his fifth year? I think he's on his fifth year. But after this, he might be a free agent. Yeah. So, yeah, but that's interesting. last bit of news: the Steelers, they still have not received word from Aaron Rodgers yet.
Oh yeah.
It's the week of the draft, and this dude, this diva of a football player, is holding a whole franchise hostage. Like, what? So what do the Steelers do? Do they try to trade for somebody? Maybe they're the Anthony Richardson team or the Will Levis team.
Uh-huh.
But as of right now, the only their quarterback one is Will Howard. Last year's draft pick out of Ohio State, and I don't think that's going to get them to where they want to go.
If he calls, I won't even answer his phone call if I'm there. Why are you even dealing with Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
And they say this year he wants to make at least $30 million a year. I think they paid him 14 or 15 or something last year, and he wants to make $30 million. If you pick Aaron Rodgers up, you're going to end drafting right where you're at right now, 2021 again. Man, run that thing back with Will Howard and see where the chip fall, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why the Steelers just won't go ahead and swallow the pride, man.
Yeah.
Go on, take this 1 year down. You ain't you mean you stay in the middle of the pack, you'll never get your quarterback. Supposed to be a hefty dose of quarterbacks next year.
Yes.
Go on, take that L. You'll
Yeah.
be okay. You just make that bounce back. So you're out here trying to find a diamond in the rough. It ain't gonna happen. Go ahead and leave Aaron Rodgers where he's at. It's draft week. Go ahead and go on about your business. Let Will Howard run it, or bring somebody else to challenge him and let it go, man. Don't be messing with Aaron Rodgers. He finna set y'all back even further. Y'all finna miss out again. So I wouldn't even answer his phone call, man. Let him go on and go mess with somebody else or sit on the house at the bench at home, man.
Yep.
See, that's my thing. You either gonna play here or where else you gonna go. It's so late in the process that you have only one team. So if you want to not call us, fine, we'll move on. But you pretty much retiring at that moment because it's either Steelers football or nothing.
Yeah.
So
This I want to know who holding it. I mean, is it the owner? It got to be the owner that's saying, hold out. If I'm the GM, I'm gone. I'm not going to sit here and put my reputation and career in your hands. No. And so I'm guessing it's got to be the owner that's saying, we're going to give him time and let him think about it. No. You can't be messing around with other people's livelihood like that.
Yeah,
no, don't do it. Go on, move on.
And if I'm Mike McCarthy, I pretty much, I didn't want you in the building anyway.
Right.
I got this job hoping that you wouldn't call, so I'm definitely not going to reach out. I'm gonna try to get me a Ty Simpson or a Nussmeier or something like that, and we'll try to lose enough games till we have a good pick next year. But
that was a good name you brought, Nussmeier. Gonna bring that guy in and just see what you got in him. If you got something, you keep him. If not, you get another shot at it next year. But this whole Aaron Rodgers stuff gonna put you right back at pick 2021.
Yeah,
and it ain't gonna be nothing there for you. You're gonna be picking a tackle again.
Out of reach for the quarterback.
Yeah.
But like they said, next year's quarterback class is 8 deep.
Yep.
So 8, 9 deep, and there's gonna be a quarterback available. It's just, is that the one you want?
Right.
So, but we definitely will see.
Pick of the litter.
Because you got to get in the mix next year. I mean, you ain't the only one that's going to need a quarterback next year. Probably the Jets. I wouldn't be surprised the Dolphins be still in the mix for a quarterback next year. It's going to be several teams that are going to be in the mix for a quarterback. And maybe even the Browns, So you trying to get in the middle of that pack, you're going to miss out next year.
The Browns are always going to be in the mix for a quarterback.
Yeah.
They've been it's a tradition that's never been broken.
Yep, they never
tradition
learn.
like no other.
They never learn, boy. In Cleveland.
So, Fredo, one of your players got a big payday. You want to talk about it?
Let's talk about it, man. So, the Texans have re-signed defensive end Will Anderson to a 3-year deal, $150 million extension with $134 million guaranteed, making him the highest non-football player paid.
Non-quarterback.
Non-quarterback. So, and also, a little detail, he has a no trade clause on that contract as well.
Okay.
So if the Texans ever do want to trade him, he has the decision where he wants to go. Let's talk about it. So to me, this is really good for the Texans and him. I think they did it before the market got more bigger than it should. Mm-hmm. So the timing's good. Now, is he your big time type of player? No, he's not. But he's contributed to the defense that, you know, he makes his mark in that field every game. Players get, teams get ready for him as well. But, you know, I think it also does help on the other side of the line. He has Hunter as well. Mm-hmm. I think that duo right there, that's why he got paid the way he got paid, because you got two edge rushers coming at you and just they make each other look good. Mm-hmm. So the key in that defense is always the front seven. The front seven is lights out. We saw last year especially how he just outplayed every offensive lineman he went up against, making the moves. He's no J.J. Watt. Talk about your cut and everything. He's all power. If he's gonna come at you, he's all with power. So he made his imprint in that field. Well deserved, well paid. Yeah, and I like the fact that it was a 3-year deal and not a 5-year deal. I like these 3-year deals that Nick Caserio does with his star players. He did it with Nico Collins. He did it with Derek Stingley, Jalen Pierce. He only gives 3-year deals, and I like it. There's not too much into it, but all these players are getting a lot of money of their end, and they can always restack that contract again. If they're still performing like that, it works out more for the players as well.
So, happy for Will Anderson. Highest non-quarterback in NFL history is crazy. Making $50 million a year. Woo. Mm-hmm. That's great from especially where he started. The 3-year deal thing is kind of tricky to me because there are short deals, but that means they can come hit you right back. Mm-hmm. Like Will Anderson can be like, all right, well, I got a no trade clause. Mm-hmm. Such and such young defensive end got $60 million. For my next go around, I'm gonna hit you over the head for 60, and that's gonna be a 3-year deal. So I'm in the air. I don't like the 3-year deal if I'm on the team side. For Nick Caserio, I don't know why he would do all their deals like that, because it's just gonna be more expensive. It's good promotion for the team though, because players are gonna want to play here because they're giving out short deals with a whole bunch of money. Now, for $50 million a year, last year he had 12 sacks, 20 TFLs, 23 quarterback hits. Nick Bonito, he signed a $30 million deal a year. He had 14 sacks, 14 TFLs, 28 quarterback hits. So Will Anderson's a better all-around player, but I don't know if he's $20 million more a year better all-around player than Nick Bonito. But it's interesting. Like, does he deserve $50 million a year? Is the question. He's being paid like he's Myles Garrett, obviously, and it's just kind of tough to put them two together because, like you said, he's not by himself.
Yeah,
he's a dominant player, but he's got help everywhere. Like Kamari Lassiter, he's gonna have to get paid. Stingley's gonna want to get paid again, I'm sure. They gave Danielle Hunter $40 million a year recently. Like, this is parts of the team is going to start leaving because of the money that he's getting. So it's interesting though. It's a really good signing though. It's not a negative signing. It's just, man, they got to do it this year.
Well, it's always going to be like this every year. It doesn't matter what team, man. Every year, some players will get outpaid than the previous one. And it's just like that. Every year they're breaking a market.
No, but it's different for the Texans
Yeah.
because their bread and butter is their defense.
Yeah.
And it's not like so with Nick Bonito, his contract allows you to keep a Patrick Surtain on the team or add another free agent. This is your team. You got Will Anderson, you got Daniil Hunter, you got
Interestingly.
Stingley, you got their safeties, you got Kamari Lassiter, you got the linebacker Al Shair.
Yeah.
That's it. They can't get any better. All they can do is lose from now. That's going to put more. C.J. Stroud's got to do it. This is a C.J. Stroud wake up call. They picked him up, pick after you, and he got his extension before you.
Yeah.
C.J., you gotta do it or else.
Yeah. They're definitely putting CJ on notice for money wise, but for me, I think he's worth the $50 million a year. I'm like you. I would have put 5 years or something on him. I would have stretched it out a little further. But from what he has shown me, I'm not going to put very many people ahead of other than Myles Garrett. So when I think about the Max Crosbys and the T.J. Watts and stuff, I'm going to put him in that conversation from now on because I've watched that guy. That guy is so disruptive. He don't have the sack numbers, but when you just watch him, how disruptive he is, and you having to take on all these double teams, and he still gets stuff done. He was worth it. He's worth every dime for me. But like I said, I wish they'd have stretched it out another 5 years because, like Jay said, you finna start all these contracts finna run together. And then you got to make some really, really tough decisions starting next year with the quarterback position. So don't fall in love with players. Do the best thing for the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've learned that, man. Being with this organization, I've never thought that DeAndre Hopkins will ever get traded. Okay, that should happen.
Yeah.
I thought Deshaun Watson could be a Texan for life, and look what happened. And so that's one thing I learned. At this point, man, I don't care who's wearing the helmet, as long as we win.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm in love with the player. Wherever they go, I'm gonna wish them nothing but success. But man, all I care at this point, if my team can bring the Lombardi Trophy to Houston, that's my ultimate goal. I really don't care who's underneath it, man. As long as you show up, bring some W's into Houston. That's it, man. And let's move on to the next level, to the AAC Championship game. I'm done with these divisional rounds, man.
So are you willing to pay Stroud $50 million too?
No, not right now.
Okay.
No. And
What do we have to do this year to say that we can give this guy a $50 million contract?
Well, he has to go above and beyond during the season, and also take the Texans above the divisional round. That's what I see. And plus, we talked about it. There's a bunch of quarterbacks coming out next year.
Right. Yes. So with that being said, do you think that if Davis Mills played the whole year, what would the season look like for the Texans? Would it look the same or worse, you think?
Maybe a game or two less.
Okay.
Than with CJ.
That's what I was getting at right there.
Yeah.
A game or two less.
Yeah, a game or two less. But with this defense, why not? But then again, you need the production role of the quarterback to produce out there, take care of the ball, spread out the football as much needed. And at this point, if CJ does not perform as he did close to his rookie year, the Texans needs to move on from him.
Yeah. And the thing about it, we on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
The playoffs.
Exactly.
They shouldn't have got by the Steelers.
Yeah.
Ain't no way they should have won that game with the way he was fumbling the ball and turning it over. So that's
defense
the
saved
thing.
him.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about with it, man. If you can get me to the playoffs and then you can't do nothing with me once we get there, then what are we doing?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pay you $50 million to do that. Now, what do you think, Jay?
Man, I don't think CJ Stroud's gonna be here in 2 years. I think he's going to be the odd man out. They're kind of showing you that they would rather keep a strong defense. Like D'Amico is basically saying, defense first.
Yep.
We're going to keep our strength to strength. And if you come and play up to par, you play up to par. But all the pressure is going to be on our defense. They can't have a bad year, bad year on defense. Now with all the money they have going to that defense, they can't. So it's going to be a lot of pressure next year.
Yes.
I'm interested to see what CJ does, and I might go to Vegas and put some money on CJ being on a different team after the next year.
Yeah.
So, but overall, really good signing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's head to our mock draft now. This is our official Shield Football Podcast mock draft. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna do a player for every team, or a player for every pick. We'll start with DC, pick 1. Then I'll do pick 2. Then Fred will go 3. Then DC come back with 4, and we'll just keep going along that way. But we're gonna put a little twist on it. The whole board isn't open to you. I'm gonna give you a handful of names that you're allowed to pick from. And you just pick one of these players, and we just keep it moving, and until we get to pick 32. So what we want to do is announce the pick with the first pick of the 2026 NFL draft. The Raiders pick such and such, and then we just keep moving along. We can give it like a little synopsis, a little reason, a little question here and there, but we're going to keep it moving and get this thing going. So, DC, starting with you. You got the easiest pick there's ever been. The only player you can pick from is Fernando Mendoza. So
that's it.
You can kick it off now.
Yeah, it's going to be Mendoza, man. That's the only sure thing about this draft right there. Is him. I think the Raiders going to come out and take him number 1 off. So.
All right, so pick 2. With the second overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets pick Arvell Reese, and it's going to be an edge from Ohio State. Arvell Reese to the Jets. Yeah. Fredo, you've got pick 3. You can choose from David Bailey, Francis Mauigoa, the tackle, Jeremiah Love, or Sonny Styles as the pick for the Arizona Cardinals. And we want to kind of do a kind of prediction, or if you can't really predict it, what you would do.
Okay. I'm going to go with David Bailey, man.
David Bailey.
Yeah.
All right, edge rusher from Texas Tech to the Cardinals. DC, you can pick from Jeremiah Love, Sonny Styles, Carnell Tate.
Give me Jeremiah Love. Let me go and take Love. Yeah. To solidify the running back position for the next at least 5 to 6 years.
Yeah. And from the rumors, that's what it's leaning towards. Either the Cardinals pick him or the Titans pick him.
Yes.
They kind of put you in a bind with that.
Right.
With the
but
first.
See, that's going to be the tricky part. I think that if the Cardinals take Love, then that'll let Bailey fall to the Titans.
Yeah.
And then things going to start to get tricky from that point on.
Yeah. All right, I'm up next. I'm with the hated New York Giants, New York Football Giants. I can pick from Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, Francis Mauigoa, or Carnell Tate. And strategically, the pick that I'm going to take is I'm going to take Carnell Tate, wide receiver, Ohio State.
Wow.
Knowing I've got two top 10 picks, I'm going to take the best receiver in the draft.
Okay.
Fredo, you're up.
The Cleveland Browns.
You have the Cleveland Browns. You can pick from Monroe Freeland, Spencer Fano, or Francis Marinoa, all tackles. You gotta pick a tackle.
Give me the top tackle, Francis, from Miami.
Francis Marinoa to the Cleveland Browns. All right, DC, you're up.
Commanders.
With the Washington Commanders, you can pick either Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, Mansour Delane, Ruben Bain Jr., or we're going to throw in Jordan Tyson.
See. Mansour Delane.
Woo!
Mansour Delane.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm kicking myself now because as a Cowboys fan, that's the player I wanted to drop. I was hoping he would drop, so I don't like that at all. All right, I'm up with the Saints. And as a Saints fan, I don't like that either because that was going to be the Saints pick. So the Saints are on the board. They can pick either Caleb Downs, Ruben Bain Jr., Jordan Tyson, or Sonny Styles. What I'm going to do is pick. So for them, I think they will go Ruben Bain Jr. Ruben Bain Jr. to the New Orleans Saints. It was to me, it was either Ruben Bain or Jordan Tyson.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And I think you could still get a wide receiver. But I'm not sure. I'm sure not Gerald McCoy, but the defensive end they got now.
Oh yeah. He's probably about to retire.
Yeah, he's up there in age.
Jordan. What's his name?
Cam Jordan.
Cam Jordan,
He would be a good replacement for Cam Jordan. Cam Jordan showed him the ropes for a year. Ruben Bain slides in next year as the star defensive player. Fredo, you're up with the
Chiefs.
The Kansas City Chiefs. So you can pick Spencer Fano. You can pick Jordan Tyson, Jermai McCoy, or Caleb Downs.
Well, if those are my three options right there.
So Fano is the tackle, Tyson's the receiver, McCoy is the cornerback, and then, of course, the safety, Caleb Downs.
I'm going to go with McCoy, man.
Jermai McCoy?
Jermai McCoy, just because they need help in that defense, man.
Yeah. And they just gave up.
Old boy from to the Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
McDuffie. So
that's my pick right there, Jermai McCoy.
Okay.
Here we go.
With the 10th overall pick, Cincinnati traded. Cincinnati Bengals have traded the 10th pick to the New York Giants. DC, you can pick Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, Monroe Freeling, or Jermad. You said McCoy for the Okay, yeah. So that's it. So you can get Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles, or Monroe Freeling.
I think Caleb Downs. John Harbaugh gets his safety again. He likes those safeties. I think he takes him. Caleb Downs.
Okay.
Again, I'm kicking chairs. I'm very mad right now. And then I have the Miami Dolphins.
11th.
With the 11th overall pick, I can pick out of Fano. I can pick Jermai McCoy, Vega Ione. And out of those picks, I am going to pick. Let's go ahead and let's give Spencer Fano
Good.
the tackle.
Inside out. You got to build that thing inside out.
Yeah. So the Dolphins they could pick any player. Their roster is terrible right now. And then, so yeah, I'm going to go Stefano, the tackle.
Yes.
Yeah, you're up.
I'm up.
You're
All
up
right.
with the count.
With the 12th pick.
All right, hold on.
I got it right here. I'm ready.
This is very. This is very important.
I'm gonna be Jerry Jones right now. Here we go. Can I fuck this up? Possibly.
So, who's on the board right now? So you can pick Sonny Styles.
Yeah.
Which I would love that.
Bet
so
you would.
think carefully, Fredo. Think carefully, or you can pick Dylan Thieneman,
The safety out of Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's in my option because I was planning to go on tackle.
What?
Yep.
All right. Who's the best tackle? Monroe Freeland.
Monroe Freeland.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You can pick Sonny Styles, Dylan Thieneman, or Monroe Freeland. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna do that to you, man.
No, it's a free for all. You can do whatever you want.
No, I'm gonna go what they need. And they need a linebacker. That's the best linebacker available. I'm gonna go Sonny Styles. Yeah. There you go, Jerome.
There we go. I like that. I like this now. You had me worried for a second. That was a good one. All right, DC, you're back up. You can pick. You're with the Los Angeles Rams.
Your second favorite team, DC.
You can pick Mekhi Lemon, Monroe Freeland, Caden Proctor, Kenya Sadiq, or Omar Cooper Jr.
Wow. Yeah. Might as well just let them stay in L.A., bro.
Man. Did you name a receiver?
Mekhi Lemon,
okay.
Omar Cooper Jr.,
okay,
Sadiq, and Monroe Freeland and Proctor.
He's right down the street, DC.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm actually gonna go with Sadiq on this one.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with the tight end on this one. Yeah,
I like that.
I'm gonna go with the Rams. They like that 2 tight end stuff. So I'm gonna go with the tight end on this one.
Understood. All right. I'm up with the Baltimore Ravens. Who's the best receiver on the board?
Monique Lemon.
Lemon?
Yep. USC.
Okay. So they can go Vega Ione. They can go Mekhi Lemon or Keldrick Falk.
Who is Vega? What position Vega plays? Tackle?
He's a guard.
Guard, okay.
The guard from Penn State. And I'm gonna pick Vega Ione.
That's
guard,
what they need.
Penn State.
Yep. They lost their center
for the Baltimore Ravens.
Mm-hmm. Guard from Penn State.
Mm-hmm. Fredo, you're up again with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yes, I am.
You can pick out of Keldrick Falk, Akeem Messidor, or let's do Dylan Thieneman, the safety out of Oregon.
Yeah.
Keldrick Falk, defensive end, Auburn. Akeem Messidor, defensive end, Miami. And then Oregon safety, Dylan Thieneman. Who you got?
Man, I think at this point, I think I'm gonna go best player available.
Okay.
Dylan Thieneman.
Okay.
From Oregon safety. I'm gonna go with him, man. Even though they don't need that, man. What they need is a tight end, guard, and edge, and a linebacker. But is C.J. Allen one of my options?
No.
No? Okay. Okay. All right. I'll go with Thielen then.
Okay.
I'll go with him.
DC, you're up with the New York Jets. You can pick Omar Cooper Jr., Mekhi Lemon. You can pick Chris Johnson, the cornerback out of San Diego State. Or you can pick Monroe Freeland, tackle out of Georgia.
And this pick right here was the one from the Colts.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
For
Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner. There you go. Yeah.
Give me Mekhi Lemon.
Okay.
Okay, wide receiver.
Put him on the other side.
Dangerous weapon added to who's their quarterback?
Geno.
Geno.
No, not Geno.
That Geno Smith?
Geno.
Yeah, he's back on the Jets.
Oh, Jets. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
Jets.
Oh, my bad.
You're
man.
talking about the Lions?
No. Like I was thinking about and the Colts.
Oh, yeah.
No. I was like Geno Smith. No. Yeah. Okay.
All right, I'm up with the Detroit Lions. I can pick out a Monroe Freeling, Caden Proctor, Blake Miller, Keldrick Falk. So the board is reading tackle for me.
Yeah.
They lost their left tackle, so I'm gonna put in Monroe Freeling out of Georgia to play tackle.
Smart.
That's good. Because I heard they were going to move Penny Sewell, so they were going to need a tackle on the other
they're
side.
gonna
Yeah.
need, they definitely need a tackle. All right, Fredo, you're up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay. The Vikings with the 18th pick, their needs are running back, center, defensive lineman, and safety.
So you
But
can
what
pick.
is my options?
You can pick out of Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Emmanuel McNeil Warren. You could pick Chris Johnson, the cornerback out of San Diego State, or you can pick what tackles are go to the tackles.
Tackles, the next one available is Blake Miller.
Oh, Blake.
Blake Miller
Yeah.
or Blake Miller. Let's do that.
Okay. All right. Man.
Or we can add in Keldrick Falk because Keldrick Falk is there too. So Keldrick Falk, Blake Miller, Chris Johnson, or Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Man, I feel like the offense needs help, man. They really do. So I'm gonna go with the tackle, Blake Miller.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with him. But they really need a center, though, man. They don't need that, man. So, who's my other option?
Chris Johnson, the cornerback. Keldrick Falk.
I'm gonna go with Falk.
Okay.
Yeah, him and old boy, the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Ooh, be nasty, man.
That'd
Yep.
be nasty.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Falk.
All right. DC. Carolina Panthers. You can go Akeem Messidor. You can go Denzel Boston, the wide receiver. Omar Cooper, wide receiver. Or you can go Emmanuel McNeil Warren, the safety out of Toledo.
Give me the safety, Emmanuel McNeil Warren. They've gone wide receiver heavy in the first round lately. So give me the safety.
Got it. Jerron, with a 20th pick overall, the Cowboys, they need a defense lineman, linebacker, and cornerback.
All right, so Colton Hood. You can pick out a Colton Hood, cornerback Tennessee, Chris Johnson, cornerback San Diego State, Akeem Messidor, edge rusher Miami, or Cassius Howe, edge rusher
And
Texas A&M.
You take?
you're on the clock, Jay.
Oh, that's me?
Yeah, that's you.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, first pick was Sonny Styles. I'm going to go Colton Hood, cornerback Tennessee.
There you go.
All right. So now you're up. Now we're on line.
Yeah.
You can you're with the
Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
You can pick
Their needs are quarterback, running back, guard, and tackle.
so you can pick out of Caden Proctor. Actually Jordan Tyson's still on the board. You can pick Chris Johnson or Omar Cooper Jr. So it's wide receivers, cornerback, or Caden Proctor.
I'm gonna go with the cornerback because
Chris Johnson?
Chris. I thought it was Terrell from
No,
No.
it's Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson. Ooh, damn. Damn. All right, so what's my Chris option?
Spencer. No, I'm sorry. Caden Proctor.
Okay.
You go Denzel Boston, Chris Johnson, Omar Cooper Jr., or Jordan Tyson, wide receiver.
Yeah. All right. Oh, man.
Oh, wait. You can also go Ty Simpson if you really want to. Throw in Ty Simpson as a wild card. Quarterback, Alabama.
Man, you know what? I would. Because you don't know if crazy dum-dum over there is going to come back. You know what? This is exactly what they should do. Ty Simpson right here, the second best. Right here. Yeah. Fuck it. I got him.
All right.
Yeah, Ty Simpson, bro.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they called him to be at the draft in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the reason why.
All right. DC. San Diego Chargers. Chase Besantis, the guard out of what's that, A&M? TJ Parker, edge rusher from Clemson. Caden Proctor, tackle, Alabama. Cassius Howe, edge, and we'll put Jordan Tyson back on the board.
Tyson. Jordan Tyson, yeah. Yep. Jordan, another weapon.
I'm trying to look for him. Got it. Wide receiver in Arizona?
Yep. Jordan Tyson, wide receiver, Arizona, goes to the L.A. Chargers. Oh, how am I getting all my, my rivals? What is this stinks.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, so Philadelphia Eagles. On the board, we have T.J. Parker. Oh, shoot, they would have liked Jordan Tyson.
Yes, they would have.
They would have liked Jordan Tyson at this. Caden Proctor, Max Ianachor, or Blake Miller. Think they try to fix their offensive line and they go Caden Proctor. Caden Proctor to the Philadelphia Eagles.
I should have picked that tackle for you, bro.
All right, Cleveland Browns.
Yep. So we already got a from the last one. It was a guard, right? Oh no, a tackle. We got a tackle. So now, what are my options, Jay, for the Browns?
You can go Denzel Boston, wide receiver from Washington. You can go back and get Caleb Lomu, who's a tackle out of Utah.
Have two tackles.
And you can fix your offensive line completely. Or you can go to the next highest receiver, Omar Cooper Jr.
You know what? I think I'm going to go with the next wide receiver, Omar Cooper from Indiana. I'm going to go with him. Got him.
Okay. DC, you're on the clock with the Chicago Bears. We're going to put on Caleb Lomu, tackle out of Utah. Caden McDonald, DT out of Ohio State. Also, Akeem Mesidor, edge rusher out of Miami. And let me see. Zion Young, edge rusher out of Missouri.
Give me McDonald.
Caden McDonald?
Yeah.
Oh,
out of Ohio State. Give me the tackle.
Solidify that defensive line. All right, I like it. Man, you are sniping. See, that's just like in fantasy football.
Yeah.
Every time the pick before, he always takes your player.
Yep.
Because Buffalo Bills would have loved to have Caden McDonald.
Oh, they next.
They right up, right behind him. And that's a blinking light for them. So the Buffalo Bills can have Denzel Boston, Avion Terrell, KC Concepcion, Cassius Howe out of Texas A&M. And they are going to go with Casey Concepcion, wide receiver out of Texas A&M.
Like it. He's a weapon.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It gives Josh Allen another weapon, a real weapon.
Yes.
Not like Keon Coleman. Now you are up with the 49ers. You've got Caleb Lomu, tackle, Utah. T.J. Parker, edge rusher, Clemson. Akeem Mesidor, edge rusher, Miami. You've got Cassius Howe, edge rusher, Texas A&M. Omar Cooper Jr., the Indiana wide receiver, or Malachi Lawrence, out of edge rusher out of UCF.
Give me the edge rusher from Miami,
Akeem Mesidor. All right.
Give me
Good
him.
pick. Oh, man. DC. See if you're going to help your homeboy out. Houston Texans are on the clock. You can pick, is Blake Miller?
Yeah.
You can pick Blake Miller, Caleb Lomu, Max Iheanacho. Those are all three tackles.
Okay.
Chase Bisontis is a guard. Peter Woods, defensive tackle, Clemson. Yeah, those are your names.
Give me Blake Miller.
Blake Miller.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
see?
you,
Need
DC.
some O-line help.
Did you a
you.
solid?
Definitely need some O-line help.
Thank you, man.
Did you a solid?
Yes, he did. Now the Chiefs are back on.
Chiefs
Back in the pick.
are back on the board. They can pick Chris Johnson, cornerback. They can pick Avion Terrell, cornerback. Denzel Boston, wide receiver. Or Zion Young, edge rusher, Missouri. And they're going to go ahead and get a weapon. They're going to get a weapon for Patrick Mahomes, get Denzel Boston. Big body receiver to help out Patrick Mahomes. Fredo,
Miami back on the clock.
Miami back on the clock.
Okay, with the Miami's pick, they went with the tackle. You know what? Who are my picks, Jay?
Chris Johnson,
Okay.
Omar Cooper Jr. still on the board, right?
Omar Cooper.
I think you picked him for
Jr.
somebody, didn't you?
Oh,
did
did
Fredo pick him a while ago?
For the receivers.
Yeah. He's gone already.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I need to scratch that out. Chris Johnson, Zion Young, T.J. Parker, and since we had to scratch him out, Avion Terrell.
Let me see. So
Terrell out of Clemson?
yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, man. We got a tackle on the first one. I think this one right here, we got to go corner. He's our best corner right now, Avion Terrell.
Avion Terrell. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Go with
You
him.
can't go wrong with the Dolphins right now.
No. Go with him.
DC, you're up with the runner-ups in the Super Bowl. The New England Patriots. You can get Max Iheanacho, Zion Young, T.J. Parker, Cassius Howe, and yeah, done.
Give me Zion Young. Edge rush out of Missouri, right?
It's Zion Young. Got him.
Got him.
And I will round it out. The Seattle Seahawks can pick Chris Johnson, Malachi Lawrence, T.J. Parker, Cassius Howe, or Jadarian Price. That's the first time the name came up.
Yep.
Running back out of Notre Dame. And I am going to pick... edge rusher. What's their number one need?
Running back.
Running back.
Screw it. Let's do it. Jadarian Price.
That's it. That's the
Notre
pick.
Dame running back goes to the Super Bowl winning Seattle Seahawks.
There you go. Well, the bad thing about this right here is like they don't give you the grade because we selected everybody.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah.
All right, let me run through the names right quick. I appreciate it, Fredo. Man, I think this is a pretty good mock.
Think so?
If I have to say so myself, let me see. So we went. It's crazy looking at it now. Come together. Make sure you save this.
Yeah.
So Fernando Mendoza went 1 to the Raiders. Alvaro Reese went 2 to the Jets. David Bailey went 3 to the Cardinals. Jeremiah Love 4 to the Titans. Carnell Tate 5 to the Giants. Francis Marianoa 6 to the Browns. Mansour Delane, that pissed me off, 7 to the Commanders. Ruben Bain went 8 to the Saints. Jamal McCoy went 9 to the Chiefs. Caleb Downs went 10 to the Giants. Spencer Fano 11 to the Dolphins. Sonny Styles somehow, some way makes it to the Cowboys at 12. Kenyon Sadiq went to that's going to be crazy, to the Rams. Vega Ione went 14 to the Ravens. Dylan Thieneman went 15 to the Buccaneers. Mekhi Lemon went to the Jets at 16. Monroe Freeland went to the tackle out of Georgia, went to the Lions. Keldrick Falk, edge rusher Auburn, went to the Vikings. Emmanuel McNeil Warren went to the Panthers. Colton Hood, the cornerback from Tennessee, went to the Cowboys. Ty Simpson went to the Steelers. They got tired of waiting for that bum Aaron Rodgers. Jordan Tyson went to the Los Angeles Chargers. Caden Proctor to the Eagles. Omar Cooper Jr. went to the Browns. That actually makes sense. I actually like that pick for them. Caden McDonald to the Bears. Cassius Howe to the Bills. Akeem Messidor to the 49ers. Blake Miller to the Texans. Denzel Boston to the Chiefs. Avion Terrell went 30 to the Dolphins. Zion Young went 31 to the Patriots, and Jadarian Price went 32 to the Seahawks. I can pretty much say I think we get how many? If you have to guess, how many right do we get?
Out of this right here, I'm going to say 22.
22 right.
I'm going to say 8.
8?
Oh, 8?
8 out of that. I think we get 8 right out of this.
I think we get 10. I think we get 10 right out of that's actually going to happen in real life. I think we get it. Yeah.
You know, Fernando, he's the free square on the bingo board.
Yeah. Everybody gets that. Yeah. If we get that one wrong, we in trouble.
Yeah, we're screwed the whole draft.
Oh, it's gonna be an exciting draft when we get that one wrong.
Yeah, for real. All right, so what's your favorite pick that
That's
we
not
had?
your team?
Or it could be your team or not. What's your favorite pick? DC, you can go ahead and start out.
I'm gonna go with the Giants and Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
Giants and Caleb Downs, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Fredo, what's your favorite pick out of the whole mock?
Man, since we didn't get him, I'm gonna say Kaden
Proctor
to the Eagles.
Oof,
every mock draft that I'm seeing, Eagles are gonna land to him.
Yeah, he ain't gonna make it to the Texans.
Really?
Yeah.
He ain't make it.
Every mock draft I've seen, he's gone before the Texans pick, man. So yeah, it looks like he's gonna fall in that in either the low 10s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the high 10s or the high 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be out there.
My favorite pick is Sonny Styles, of course. After that, I like the fit of Emmanuel McNeil Warren going to the Panthers. Safety out of Toledo. I like that fit a lot. And then the pick, I think, I like that a lot.
The other one I do like that's hasn't had to do with my team. I also like the one for the Cardinals for the Jets.
Reese?
Yeah. I like that one right there. I think that one's gonna set the tone for the draft right there. after the
yeah.
second pick, I think we know what type
yeah.
of draft is going to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because actually, we were talking about that earlier. The David Bailey, Arvell Reese pick.
Yeah.
If Arvell Reese or if you flip and put David Bailey there, I don't know where Arvell Reese could go.
Exactly.
Because I don't know if the Cardinals will want to take him on, and I'm not sure that the Titans that.
That's where the phone's gonna start ringing.
Yeah.
The phone's gonna light up right there, especially for Arizona. The phones are gonna light
Yeah.
up.
Like if the first two picks don't go like that, the whole draft is gonna be out of whack.
For sure. Save that. We'll talk about that Thursday.
Yeah. I saved the other one too from the
Previous one?
yeah. Got that one to send that to the one to the group, man. But I'm excited, man. That the draft 3 days away this Thursday. We gotta have it here live on our stream. So yeah, man, we're excited, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
That was fun.
You know, right before the draft, we'll probably give you guys some picks of people who we think gonna fall, or some people that we think gonna get higher drafted than we actually put them in that draft.
For sure.
Some wild stuff.
And who knows? There might be a trade before the draft.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's possible.
It could be one right now.
That we just don't even know about. But yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, man, we're excited, man. Guys, anything else?
It's here.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm the craziest part is I'm on my off days from work, and I kind of just want to skip them and just get to the draft.
That's real excited right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? I'm more excited for y'all because of y'all's team. DC, your team's picking in the top 5. Jerron, you got 2 picks within the top 12. I mean, I'm sorry,
Top 20.
top 20. I'm excited for y'all too, man. But a bunch of teams picking twice. Well, 5 teams, right? About
16.
6 teams picking twice in the first round. We'll see, man. We'll see if there could be more trades. Gentlemen, anything else before we wrap today's episode?
We can wrap it up.
All right, man. Well, thank you for tuning in to the Shield Football Podcast. We'll be back this Thursday at 6:30 or 6:45? 6:45?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. 6:45. We'll be back, and the draft will start at 7 o'clock. But please tune in before that to give you a little bit of news before we start all that. And it's going to be a live reaction, so that's going to be fun. Come in, tell us about your picks, about your team, which ones you want to pick. Until then, we'll be back this Thursday at 6:45. Mental health is first. Love yourself. Peace.
Peace out.
Later.